Hey guys, what's going on? Flawless Exotic Creations here. Will, Audra,
Hi.
coming to you guys with another video. Again, you guys have been with us for a while if you've been checking out our other videos, and we've been receiving a lot of messages actually on Instagram to say, you know, when we say, hey, if you guys want to know about this, that, and the third, let us know, and you guys let us know. So we mentioned what we do with these trusty old zip ties. It's nothing special. It just came in with us as very minor costs, minimal costs, and very, very functional use out of them.
Very cheap.
So when you're producing all of these babies that we have a full house over here. This system over here, we use Black Box Cages racks, and we actually get ready to order 2 more. As we're full, sell some, we get full again. Keep the orders coming in. Check out our Morph Market, please. We have plenty that want to travel.
Yes.
But we have a system. So the main goal in this system as new breeders, because we're not going to have any live feedings going on. But we do feed live. That being said, we're now producing some rodents, but we still pick up rodents from Carolina Rodents. Go check them out. But we had to put together a system in place, especially having employees as well, where we can make sure that we protect our investment and protect our animals because we love them. Not only, you know, it doesn't matter whether they were free, whether we hatched them out, or whether they are normal, or whether they're a $10,000 snake. We love them all. We want to make sure that we keep them safe. And if you feed frozen thawed, you can keep them a lot more safer, but it's going to take a lot more time with such a large collection. So we feed live. So this is what we do to keep them safe, utilizing the zip ties. Now, this only goes for the black box cages style of racks, the PVC racks, which sea serpents do as well. And we use different tubs, only 2 different tub sizes on these. We use the V18 size as well as the B15 size. Now everything is labeled, logged, everything when something feeds, when it skips a meal, the whole 9 yards. But if we go through and we feed, and some babies may, you know, you may have to trick them a little bit where, you know, we start everything off on mice. And fresh out of the egg or fresh out of shed, they may not take their first meal. We haven't had too many, you know, issues, knock on wood. But but sometimes you do, and one of the tricks is to leave a hopper, not a full-size mice, but a hopper-sized mouse in with a fresh hatchling after shed, and a lot of times, 9 out of 10 times, they eat it, they take it, and it gets them on that feeding response. So that can be a tip if you guys didn't know that. We had to learn from the best. They advised us that, and it helped tremendously.
Yeah.
So with our system, you go out, we go Harbor Freight, and you spend like $8. We decided to color code it, nothing special. We just used what they had on hand. Black and white. Salt and pepper. Yeah, there you go. So we don't use too many of the white ones because most of our stock we try to get onto rats. The white symbolizes mouse. The black symbolizes rats. Reason this is important because it gives us a visual cue. So basically we will open something up, we will toss in whatever food that's on. We keep track through ID cards on what they're eating, what they take, and then say we put a mouse in here, then we'll slide a white one underneath. Now it doesn't intrude with anything, it's flexible in case you bump into it or whatever. It typically does not fall out, and we can still feed and check on the next level underneath it, next to it, without any issues or dealing with that. And then basically when we come through, especially we're down here cleaning tubs, feeding geckos, whatever it may be, 4 or 5 hours, we don't close up shop and leave, or employee doesn't leave and leave this hanging. This is kind of a visual reminder for us to, let me go back in there and check, make sure that it took it. Sometimes you'll get where they'll jump on it, and for whatever reason, especially new babies, they'll release, and it may still be alive, and those rodents are going to want to fight for their lives at times once they get enough size on them too. You don't want them chewing and eating on your snakes. So that's what we utilize these for. Once we come in and we check, it's gone, it's consumed. We kind of slide it out and slide it next to the tub, so it's on to the side, so it's readily available to put right in there. And then we pull a card out and document the date and what they actually consumed, whether they took a mouse or they took a rat. Some of them will have it like this, especially fresh hatch, where we have 2 of them next to it. It's not to be confusing, but sometimes, or you got to work on that transitional period where, you know, let's say they get 4 or 5 meals in and all of them have been mice and there's been 0 issues. Then that next feeding we'll toss in a pup. So then all we do is just take that black one instead of the white one and slide it under. The reason we still keep both near there is because they may not take that pup. They may see it and leave it. Then the visual cue to say, hey, it's still one in there. We check, they didn't need it. We check back later, they didn't need it. We'll pull it out, put it back to the side, put the pup back, get a mouse, put a mouse in, slide the white one in.
And it's just easy because it's already still there, and it's the visual representation that this is a transitional snake.
Right, and then 9 times, almost 10 times out of 10, they'll then eat the mouse. All it is telling us is, hey, they want mice at that moment, and they're not ready to switch over to rat, so we don't force them. But so far, 100% of the time, they end up switching over for us so far. It's been very, very helpful, this process, and very, very simple. And like we said, it's very minimal as far as how much it costs you to kind of conduct this. Every bag, you get like 100 zip ties in. So you get a few bags and you're pretty much good to go and reusable. And it's a great program, great system to have, and it's worked for us with these PVC style of racks.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully, you know, if you have any comments or you do anything similar, or what do you do with your PVC style racks, you can comment down below. We're always willing to learn. We're reading absolutely everything and responding to everything. What we're trying to do is make sure that we're doing something where it's going to be safe for our animals and also convenient for our time, because we do end up having a large amount of babies. We want to make sure we can check on and make sure everything is safe. We can log everything and keep track of every feeding, everything possible.
Exactly.
But it's Will, Audra, Flawless Exotic Creations, and we out.